This is Evren. Let's get into it. In 2022, we pointed the most powerful telescope ever built at the darkest patch of sky we could find. We expected to see the early universe, distant, faint, primitive galaxies, the first uncertain attempts at structure in a cosmos that had only just begun. What we found instead broke the models. The James Webb Space Telescope began returning images that nobody had predicted. Buried in the background of its deep field observations were objects that should not have been there. Bright, massive, fully formed galaxies, existing at a point in time when the universe was less than 700 million years old. That sounds like a technical detail. It is not. To understand why these galaxies are impossible, you need to understand what the Standard Model of Cosmology actually predicts. After the Big Bang, the universe began as an almost perfectly smooth sea of hydrogen and helium gas. Gravity then spent billions of years pulling that gas together, slowly, patiently, across vast distances, into the first stars, then the first clusters, then eventually galaxies. That process takes time, enormous amounts of it. The models, built over decades, tested against everything we could observe, said that the early universe should be a place of beginnings, small, dim, chaotic proto-galaxies just starting to pull themselves together. Nothing too large, nothing too bright, nothing too finished. James Webb looked at the universe 300 million years after the Big Bang and found galaxies that looked like they had been building for billions of years. Astronomer Ivo Laber, one of the first researchers to study these objects, described the finding in a way that became famous in scientific circles. He said it was like traveling back to when the Earth was brand new and finding dinosaurs, not simple organisms, not the first fragile experiments of biology, fully formed, complex life, in a place where the timeline said it could not possibly exist yet. The objects were quickly named the little red dots. They are small on the image, compact, but their brightness tells a story that the standard model cannot explain. To produce that much light that early, they would need to contain stars, enormous numbers of them, that somehow formed, lived, and organized themselves into coherent structures in a fraction of the time our models allow. Some astronomers suggested the instruments were wrong. They were not. Some suggested the redshift measurements, the technique used to determine how far away and how old these objects are, must have been misread. Spectroscopic follow-up confirmed them. The galaxies are real. They are where they appear to be, and they should not exist. The leading theory now is that these objects represent an entirely new class of cosmic structure, something scientists have begun calling black hole stars. The idea is that in the very early universe, under conditions that no longer exist anywhere in the cosmos, black holes did not form the way they do today. Instead, they formed first, enormous, impossible black holes, and the intense radiation they produced heated the surrounding gas into something that glows. Not stars in the conventional sense, something stranger. A black hole wrapped in a shell of superheated matter, radiating light at intensities that mimic an entire galaxy of stars. If this is correct, it means the early universe was building structure through a mechanism we never anticipated, a mechanism that has left no descendants, a process that existed once, briefly, in the first few 100 million years, and then switched off as the universe expanded and cooled, leaving only these faint red signatures at the edge of what Webb can see. What makes this moment genuinely significant is not just what was found, it is what it implies about everything else. If the early universe could produce structures this massive, this quickly, it means our picture of how the cosmos assembles itself may be fundamentally incomplete. The models that predict galaxy formation, star formation, the distribution of matter across billions of light years, all of them built on assumptions that James Webb is quietly beginning to dismantle. This is what the edge of human knowledge looks like. Not a clean answer, not a satisfying resolution, just a telescope pointed at the dark, returning images that make the people who built the models go very quiet. We built the most powerful eye in human history. We aimed it at the beginning of time, and the beginning of time looked back and did not match what we expected.